Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091, and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. Last time we left off, we were actually talking of Gumshoe and Kay this time around, try to learn a little bit more about her, and she did already know what happened to her father, and it was a sad moment, but overall, she's a nice girl. And, we thought we helped Gumshoe out. We thought we proved that there was no way at all that he was the one who committed the murders, but out of nowhere, Yu comes out and says, "Nope, he can be the only person who could have done it based on this and this and this and that." So yeah, that was a pretty crappy way to end that scenario, but we'll see what else we can do. I believe we're reaching the end right here, part 1, and this is essentially the ending portion. But there's like 2 parts to it, so I don't know, maybe, I'm not sure how many more episodes left for this case, but it's getting there. Oh yeah, we said we're going to go investigate lobby number 1. That was the one place we haven't been to yet. What is this incredibly overpowering sweet scent? It smells like flowers. Uncle Bad, is this it? Isn't Detective Bad and Kay over there? Looks like she managed to escape the bailiff. Uncle Bad? No, that's not quite it. Aw, too bad, but it's so pretty. I think you're still a bit too young to be wearing that. But since you found it, I guess I can let you... Oh wait, that was bad. Well, since you found it, I guess I can let you keep it. Thanks, I'll treasure it always. Those two seem to get along really rather well. Oh, here. I've got something else for you. Yay! Thank you, Uncle Bad! He got her Swiss rolls. Earlier, I ate one of those with Gummy. Gummy? Oh, you mean Gumshoe. Gummy is... He was trying to be nice to me because I was going to get in trouble. And then he got in trouble because he lied to protect me. Gummy! I know he didn't kill Daddy! Don't cry. Faraday would be sad if he saw you crying. I'm not crying! Kay. Oh, it's the mister from before and the lady too! Don't you think it would be a good idea to go home for the time being? You're not involved in the investigation, so it's for the best if you do. Actually, I'm Uncle Bad's assistant. So I'm related to the investigation. Is that so, Detective Bad? Yeah, I guess. What? You were just scolding us like kids and not mess up the crime scene. And now you let this child run free? Why? People are free to investigate things outside of the actual crime scene. You also had a few things she wanted to look into. Got a problem with that? Ugh! I don't have a problem with that, but I am curious to what Miss Yu is looking into. Uncle Bad, I'm gonna go look somewhere else now, okay? Alright, I'm counting on you. Oh, that's right! Hey, mister! Yes, what is it? I know Gummy really isn't a bad guy. I mean it. So please, find the real bad guy, okay? I won't forgive whoever did this. But in the absence of the perfect piece of testimony and evidence, there's no one else who could be the true culprit other than Detective Gumshoe. She wandered off while I was pondering. Okay then. Well, since Detective Bad is right here, let's first off talk to him. Detective Bad, what exactly was Kay searching for? Nothing that concerns you, boy. Oh, and I suppose that has something to do with Kay. It does, because she's Faraday's daughter. Anyway, hurry up and get to the point. I don't have time to waste. It sounds like he'd rather be left alone. I have something I'd like to confirm with you once again. I don't have anything to say to you. Be that as it may, we still have questions that we need answers to. Now then, first of all, what is the overpowering smell that is permeating this room? Upon entering this room, I thought I was going to suffocate. It's that ultra-strong perfume you wears. She spilled some of it. I was having a bad time of it myself. I didn't think twice and opened the window, but that smell's still here. Perfume, huh? So the sweet scent in this air is perfume. Well, it's giving off quite a stench. I bet it's some cheap no-name brand. She said it's a famous brand from overseas. It's a knockoff. Yes, definitely a knockoff. No disrespect, but she forced one of those bottles on me. Here, little girl, you can have it. I was born for a much more expensive and refined perfume. However, seeing as how you just happen to have a spare, I suppose I'll take it. Miles Edgeworth, you will hold on to this bottle without fail. Ugh. Why can't she ever be honest about her wants? Because it's Francisco von Karma. Come on now. So now we have the perfume Miss Hugh wears. Just fantastic. Is that all you wanted to talk about? If so, I'm going back to investigating. Actually, I still have a few other things I wish to inquire about. Yes, I don't want to talk to him now because he seems very mad, but yeah, whatever. Let's talk to him. So you were in this room the entire time. Like I said, I made a call to the precinct to get that big lug down here. But other than that, I was waiting for the recess to end in here. At least your story is consistent. Earlier you stated that you were in the lobby with Miss Yu. Yeah, I ran into her in the hallway. She said she wanted to talk to me about something, so we came in here. But then what you're saying is that until Detective Gumshoe's arrival, you and Miss Yu were in two different locations. I guess I am. Interesting. Speaking of that lawyer, she seems to have a great dislike for you. Oof. Let's see. Miss Yu is a sister of the victim of the KG-8 incident. As I recall, Detective Bad was the lead detective on the case. I wonder if the reason of her disdain isn't simply because you failed to guard Cece, but because you were the lead detective of the case as well. You knew? I also know that today's trial involving an embassy staff member is being referred to as the second KG-8 incident. Now then, Detective, I believe it's time for if you were honest with me, and told me the truth behind your relationship with Miss Yu and Mr. Faraday, and the KG-8 incident. If you already know that much, I guess it'd be alright to tell you. Finally! Let's see what it's all about. Now then, I'd like to ask you a few questions about the KG-8 incident. It's not exactly a happy story. Other than the people who were directly involved, you two will be the first to hear what I'm about to tell. The entire time he was sucking on a lollipop. Oh! What a twist. Now whatever. Maybe they take it out earlier? I don't care. The honest truth behind the KG-8 incident. Faraday, you and I, as you already know, we three were involved in the KG-8 incident. Faraday and I, we were originally on a trail of a smuggling ring. You mean the smuggling case involving one of the Armano Group's secretaries? That trial was just a front. A facade? Yeah, but the case became tainted. All because the witness who was going to testify about the Armano Group's ties to the smuggling ring, CCU, was killed. Then, what became of the secretary who was arrested? His name was Colin Devore. To be honest, the guy didn't know a thing about the smuggling ring, but he confessed to knowing about it anyway. Devore was probably being intimidated by the big boss man, just another scapegoat. The boss man of the Amano Group. He can't seriously mean Mr. Ernest Amano. That can't be right. It's probably just Detective Bad's personal hypothesis. Sure it is. What is he trying to do, suspecting Mr. Amano of being involved in smuggling? I suppose it would have been quite difficult to secure an acquittal after he confessed. But the man who killed CCU, Manny Cochin, was a completely different person. But since he's already been acquitted once of her murder, Mr. Faraday, how could you have let him go? If I remember correctly, I heard that Mr. Faraday had an important piece of evidence stolen from him. That wasn't Faraday's fault. It was mine. I wasn't vigilant enough. Faraday, Cece. I was supposed to protect them both. Monsieur did mention that as well, about how Detective Bad was supposed to guard her sister. But even I, who was supposed to protect them, I fell into their trap. What kind of a trap? The holes in this jacket are a testament to that trap. You mean you were fired upon? You were shot at that many times in one gunfight? No. Only about half of these are from that case. But the reason I continue to wear this jacket is to remind myself of the lessons I learned from the KG-8 incident. I see. I couldn't protect CCU. The suspect was found not guilty. We had hit a brick wall. As far as the law was concerned, and okay, the statement ended there. And that's when she came to the courtroom, the victim's sister. That's when I first met Callisto Yu. And now we can actually continue on with these relationships here. About when you first met Miss Yu, it was on the day of the verdict of the KG-8 incident was handed down, was it not? Yes. Faraday and I, we apologized to her from the bottom of our hearts. It was all we could do. But just saying you're sorry won't bring my sister back, she said. And then she gave me a hard slap across the face. Well, she certainly had a lot of self-control to stop it at just a slap. If it was me, not even 100 lashes would have been a punishment enough. I suppose not. You said it herself. That she never wanted to see either of us ever again. But after that, you've seen her many times over, correct? Yeah. Faraday and I, even after the KG-8 incident had come to a close, we continued to hunt down a smuggling ring and got involved in a variety of cases. But it was no use. We cracked so many different cases, but the result was always the same. We couldn't find the real mastermind behind the ring. Is the ring really that big? It was the pursuit of the ring that we met you once again. It was during another trial related to the smuggling ring. Faraday was a prosecutor, and I, as the lead detective, we took to the witness stand. She appeared out of the blue as a defense attorney. Her client was related to the smuggling ring, and she was defending them. Oh, that was Edgeworth. Oh, whatever. Yeah. You was pursuing the ring as best she could as a lawyer. I think she defended Rel this time, for the same reason. Come to think of it, Miss Yu did say something to the same effect. Oh yeah, she has her own agenda, blah blah blah. Okay. Nice flashback, because I honestly don't remember this. Well, kinda. Actually, no, this is from a couple episodes ago. Whatever. We've seen this. Oh, man. It's actually a longer flashback than usual. Oh, there we go. It doesn't matter what her reason is. Helping a criminal is just despicable. You're so naive, little girl. I couldn't stolen this lollipop from you. That's how naive you are. How dare you insult the daughter of Ivan Karma? Just like us, you felt that she had hit the limit of what the law could do. That's all. The law is merely a tool. There's no limit to it, only the skill of the craftsman. You two are still too young. But one day, you'll know what I mean. But enough sidetracking. What matters is that we met you again in pursuit of the smuggling ring. That's all. Interesting. Alright, what's his relation to this guy now? So what was your relation to Mr. Faraday? You even seem to know Kay fairly well. I met him when he was a rookie prosecutor. Known him ever since. And Kay, I've known her since the day she was born. Faraday and I, we cracked quite a few cases together. But you two seem to have made no progress at all in the Yatagarasu case. Did we touch a nerve? I only have one thing to say to you. No one knew more about the Yatagarasu than me and Faraday. That's why I was called upon to testify in today's trial, to prove that Rel was not the real Yatagarasu, which I would have done if he hadn't turned around and accused Faraday. After the accusation, I was asked to testify, but this time, to prove or disprove the accusation. But I guess I won't be doing that either. It seems that there's more to that statement that meets the eye. Perhaps a little more digging into the Yatagarasu is what's necessary. Seems like it. You claim to know much about the Yatagarasu. Would you care to share what you know with me? What you two should be looking for right now is proof of murderous intent towards Faraday and Rel. I agree, which is exactly why I'm asking you about the Yatagarasu. What? The KG-8 incident and the second KG-8 incident, both of these cases are tied to the smuggling ring. And in both of these cases, a witness who was to testify about the ring was murdered. However, there is one point in which they differ, and that is the presence or absence of the great thief, Yatagarasu. Mr. Rel claimed to be the Yatagarasu, however, in the middle of the trial, he silently declared Mr. Faraday to be the real Yatagarasu. Then, during the recess, they were both killed. Don't you find that to be the least bit odd? Miles Edgeworth, stop beating around the bush and just spit it out already! I believe that there must be some reason that the two men suspected of being the Yatagarasu were both killed at the same time. A reason. Huh. And so, in order to catch Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel's cold-blooded killer, I feel that I need to learn as much as I can about the Yatagarasu. If it will help you solve the case, then I'll tell you. I'll tell you the reason why we've never caught the Yatagarasu. What was that sudden outburst for? You almost made me whip you by accident! No! Yeah, she whips me anyway. Still accidentally whipped me anyway. There are three main reasons why the Yatagarasu will always be one step ahead. First, the Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. Second, the Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. Third, the Yatagarasu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence behind. Ever! Let's see. So those are the Yatagarasu's special traits. Sounds like an incredibly elusive thief. The Yatagarasu has never been caught on tape, never tries to draw anyone's attention, and would never do something as lowbrow as commit murder. That's how I knew that Rel wasn't the real Yatagarasu right away. But you can't use that sort of logic on its own to prove that he wasn't. Listen, little girl. I'm not done talking yet. Gah! What's different about this time was that evidence related to the smuggling ring was sent to the police, and the sender was none other than the one who infiltrated the embassy, the Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu sent the evidence? Until now, the Yatagarasu would always publicize any corrupt dealings through the mass media, but not this time. The evidence this time is something only Faraday and I, and a select few others, knew about. In that case, how can you be so sure that it was the Yatagarasu who sent it? That's easy. A special card that only the Yatagarasu uses was attached. That's how I can be so sure. And just what sort of card is it? Here, take a look at this article. Whenever the Yatagarasu wants to publicize something, a white card is sent along with the stolen information. But when we questioned Rel about what was sent along with the white card, Rel had no idea what it was. And that's how Detective Bad knew that Mr. Rel was a phony. Thank you very much. I have a much better understanding of the Yatagarasu now. Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? His Honor would like to transfer the evidence from today's trial over to you. So if you could please head over to the courtroom, it'd be much appreciated, sir. Understood. I'll be there shortly. Detective Bad, what does the law mean to you? Finding the answer to that question is the only reason I'm still alive. I became a prosecutor to find the answer to that question myself, and to play a part in ensuring that all criminals everywhere are found guilty. Alrighty, we learned certainly a great amount of information from Detective Bad, and I guess next time we're going to go to see the judge to see exactly what evidence he's going to transfer over to us. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. I'll see you guys later.